Boy Stang 1981 with another unboxing video today. Haven't got around to doing the car yet. Getting there. I know I've been saying for a while, all viewers that are watching and staying on top of the videos, that I was going to do one with my car soon, and getting there. It just takes a little bit of time. But I got something interesting in the meantime. So I'm going to flip you around so you can see it. It's 2 boxes. I'm going to put you on hold for a minute and we'll show you what's going on. Now, if you follow the video, the link will be in the description of what it is. I have a posting of what it is. I'm going to go ahead and pause you for just a second. So, yeah, so this will be one that's going to be very common that everybody's probably done. It's been out for a while. This is something I've been having my eye on, but haven't made the plunge to do it. This involves my RC stuff, so if you guys want to stop the video at any time because you're not into RC stuff, then this video won't be for you. But if you guys want to stick around and watch it anyway, you're more than welcome to. So this is what I got. I got myself one of these. So, yep, a Spektrum ix12. Do this as quickly as I can here. Do like a partial kind of unboxing because I'm trying to get the case box out. Hold on just a second. Alright, so this is going to be a second-hand ix12. So I bought it second-hand, got a deal on it, and some people want to hate, don't like the radio too much. I think the radio is pretty good. I'll go into more detail and depth as to what it has and its features as I go. For some of it, I won't touch on every little thing because, I mean, there's a lot to talk about a radio like this. Before I go opening it up completely, I'm going to show you the boxes if you haven't seen it before. But this has been out since, oh wow, I want to say 2018. So certain people could get this radio at the time around 2018. Made itself pretty popular from 2019, and then in 2020 they've kind of come a long way with the updates and stuff. So updating the radio has been pretty nice. Like I said, not bad, and you're seeing what I'm seeing for a second-hand radio. So this does not come with any receiver. I bought mine just with the radio itself. There's the transmitter. I'll pull it out of the bag in a second and look at all the other stuff. So I got a cable. I got, ooh, give me a cleaning cloth. Nice. They usually don't come with that. Cleaning cloth. I think this is a 1.5 hex key, so you can get to the gimbals, so you can adjust them if you want. The cable, just a micro USB cable, standard cable. Got the lanyard to go along with the radio so you don't drop it and damage it. And I got this box that comes with it. And he did include all of the it has the international plugs. It's probably on the bottom somewhere. Okay, that has all the international plugs. Don't need that. I need the charging part, and I don't see it. No manual, and no. Well, it's not a make or break. It doesn't have the little charging block for it. I'll pick one of those up on the internet later, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. The radio itself is going to be pretty cool. I just don't have a way of charging it right now, or he lost the little block for charging it, but it's okay. Came with the original bag for it. Long press. Alright, I'm roughly counting off the video here as to what you guys are seeing, and everybody says it takes about 2 minutes to run this thing, to get it to actually load with the Android applications and everything. That sounds about probably right, if not a little sooner. So if you don't get a full 2 minutes, then you'll probably get a minute and a half probably. Oh, see, mine cranked up right away. Again, it's pretty much next to a new radio, just it's been used by somebody else. I got a good deal on it, so I didn't want to pass it up. It wasn't a bad price. Like I said, it's not bad. And there goes the airware. Flip it back over. There's the airware. So yeah, it's roughly about 2 minutes. So it gets probably quicker as you use it, and as it gets adaptive to what you do with certain things you're doing with it. But this is as of 2020. So for a model of 2020 to take under 2 minutes to load, that's not bad for what this thing has to deal with and what you're putting it through. So not bad. And then I got this. And shout out to Omni Models, because this came from Omni Models, the second box here. Omni Models I did this will be a screen protector for the new radio, and I had also purchased a sort of helicopter blades from the 360, but I got someone else beat me to the package, so I didn't get a chance to get into that. But screen protector, it's a piece of glass. I'll go right there.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
I'll go right there.
Timer start. Timer start.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oops. I got some learning to do with this one, but it's not bad. And like I said, I got a piece of glass for it, so I can throw a piece of 9H, which is the hardness level of glass. And like I said, it's from Spektrum, and I got it from Omni Models. And everything pretty much from Omni showed up very nice. Everything showed up pretty nice. Okay, flipping it back over so I'm going back and forth here because I don't know what's up. There we go, I cleared it out. Okay, so I was clearing it out. I'll enable it later. So yeah, anyway, I got a new screen protector for it. I've got some stuff. I am probably going to opt and send this out to Horizon and have them just do a once around on it, make sure everything's good. It'll probably cost me about $20-25 to do. But since it is used, they'll be able to identify if it's been dropped or if it's been damaged or any of that kind of stuff. They'll be able to tell me. As far as everything else looks good. It's as it should be. Battery's kind of low. It only has about 31% currently in it. That's not real great, but it's not a big to-do. It's not the end of the world. I think I can get along with that. And I got, like I said, I got the box it came with. I got everything except the manual, the sticker sheet, and the little charging block it's supposed to come with. I mean, I'll get with him to see if he can send that to me. But other than that, yeah, everything was pretty good. And this came from eBay from Charles Thomas. So Charles, it's great. It's good radio. If you catch my video, the one thing you forgot to send me, pal, is you didn't give me the charging block to hook the micro USB cable up to it. Other than that, everything else looks very good. No manual. It's a very plain manual with like two sheets of paper and a sticker sheet. I could take or leave that too. So a little power supply block was the only thing I don't have. But there you go. Once more, box. I'll be sending it out to Horizon in stock factory box. My screen protector, the radio. What the screen protector came in. Got the supply here. Let me just double check. I don't think he gave. Yeah, see, he didn't give me any. Yeah, see, I'm looking here, and there's another bag here that has been opened, and it doesn't have that. So I'll get with him and see what he says. But other than that, everything else looks good. Appears to be okay. Came in even the original bag for the radio, so looks good. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be probably another video to talk more about the features, but I will just say it's all about how you use the radio. A lot of people want to have a gripe about, oh yeah, the radio is horrible and this, that, and it's not the greatest radio. Well, it's not a bad radio. It's as good as you want it to be. If you use the radio decently you don't put a lot of unnecessary stuff on it, it's not bad. If you put a memory stick in it, it's going to slow it down. That's for every time you load up the radio or you turn it on from a hard turn. When I say turn it on from scratch, I'm talking about when you've manually turned it off and cranked it up like I just did for the first time. If you do that on an occasion or on a regular basis, if you have a memory stick in there, it has to load that information every time. Anything that's on the memory stick. So if you put a micro SD card in there, every time you have that in there, it has to load that. It takes longer for it to work. It's good to back up your files on for your models and everything, but I found that from doing a lot of my research that from what I can see, in my opinion, is people want to use the radio for what they want to use it for, whether it's for media purpose, along with their flying style and everything that they're wanting to use it for. Hey, that's great. But how you use the radio is going to determine how it's going to work. So if you have a gripe about the radio later on because you don't like how it's working, well, you might want to change your flying style or change your habits that you're using with the radio in general, because the more things you add to the radio, it just has just enough wiggle room or enough space in the radio to work the way it came from Spektrum and Horizon Hobby. I mean, yeah, it's got room, you can put things on it, but like I said, just remember, for everything you put on a radio like this that has memory and space, the more room you take away from it, that's the harder it has to work and the more it has to load those things up every time. And it will basically hinder some of the loading time and the speed. As far as everything else is pretty good, and it's like everyone else is saying, you don't have to wait until the Android screen loads up, and no, it's not going to crash your model if you get a brownout or a blackout, or if the radio decides to not go just right. The Android screen does something, or it takes an update or something while you're flying. It works independently. So like I said, I'll probably have to do another video to go in more detail of the ix12, but it's just a basics. You know, I'm giving you just a basic rundown. It's just a quick little video tutorial, me unboxing it and kind of just touching on it a little bit as far as, you know, what my impressions of it are and everything. And yeah, I've got a regular old school a DX7, a first gen DX7, and it's served me all the way up until now, and I just now got myself into this. So I would say from how that feels to this is everybody's been kind of like knocking the whole gimbal thing and all that. I think they feel pretty close. I think they might have felt a little heavier on the my DX style radio. Maybe on the newer black edition from my radio, it's could change a little. Maybe it's changed a little bit, but I don't feel much of a difference myself. I don't. That could be just me. Everything on the radio though feels pretty substantial. So feels pretty good. Solid radio. I'll have to speak about that later on when I've used it for a while and see what I find. But as far as I can tell, the radio looks pretty nice. So last shot. So there's the radio. This guy didn't delete anything or take anything away, so again, just kind of one of those things, you know. You look it over, you see what you see of it. Screen. Try to get in the screen for you so you can see it. There you go. Yeah, it's got the plug port on there, so you can go with a different module if you want to put a different module in there. Yeah, for you guys that want to go modules and do all the drone stuff, you got got the port there for your headphones, and you got another port there for taking into another module. So that's going to wrap it up today. So yeah, so everything looks good, and I'll give you guys an update of what I find about this new radio. Hope you guys like the video. Please rate, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.